All right. This is Troy J. Robertson back with an all-new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, episode 7 with FabFitFun. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to FabFitFun's YouTube channel for weekly content as well as weekly recaps on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with me, Troy J. Robertson. This week's word of the week is Vanderpuppets, a term coined by Erika Jayne herself to describe the staff at Vanderpup's Dogs who have been alleged to be behind Puppygate 2019. Now, we had similar phrases used in other franchises. If we can remember season 7 of Jersey, when Jacqueline Larita called Teresa Giudice's friends and other people that followed behind her as Teresa's soldiers. So we have Teresa's soldiers and we have Lisa Vanderpuppets. Episode 7 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was the wedding episode. As you can see, I have my look tonight inspired by the Denise Richards wedding collection. What else do you need besides a lace romper for wedding number 2? So thanks for the inspiration on tonight's outfit, Denise. Tonight was the non-shotgun, pseudo-shotgun wedding of Denise Richards and her boyfriend slash fiance Aaron getting married with 2 weeks to plan it. And let me tell you, other than the fact that they did show up an hour late, you would have never known that they put this thing together at the very last minute. Denise and Aaron putting a wedding together in 2 days. I haven't even filed my taxes yet, so I don't even know how they pulled this thing off. The best was when, towards the end of the episode, like the night before the wedding, in an interview, she goes, "I feel like the clock is ticking." Da-na-na. Like, you feel like the clock is ticking. What do you mean it's ticking? Like, it's ticked. It's time. The beginning of the episode was great when the ladies were shopping for Denise and Aaron's wedding gift. So we've got Kyle, we've got Teddy, we've got Dorit. There's not much talk about Puppygate, which was really refreshing since it was the beginning of the episode and not much was discussed. Kind of just like, Teddy, how do you feel about seeing, Vanderpump this weekend at Denise and Aaron's wedding? And she's like, you know what? I've said all I needed to say. This is the person she's going to be. I'm going to be cordial, but I don't want this person in my life. Later on in the episode, Lisa Vanderpump pretty much says the exact same thing because Kyle's trying to play mediator and keep them together. And Lisa Vanderpump, on the other hand, is saying she has no interest of moving forward or having a connection with Teddy. So there we have it, people. They're picking out the gifts and all they really know and all we've really seen so far of some of her interests by the shady editing and camera people of Bravo is that Denise Richards likes her tequila. Let me tell you. So they said, what do we even need to get her? Let's get her some tequila. So Dorit is like, I'll get the tequila, you guys. Kyle and Teddy decide to go in on this like 5-piece crystal glass ice bucket with 4 matching shot glasses. They go to check out. It's $536. $536 for 4 shot glasses and an ice bucket, okay? You can just head over to the Sheraton, get an ice bucket. There's nice glassware there. It's gonna be okay. So it's the day of Denise's wedding, and I just would like to say that everything about Denise Richards this season is making me regret a lot of my opinions in the beginning when I found out she was on the cast. I think she brings a really nice light air to the series. She's a great addition to the franchise. I like her honesty, her transparency. I think she's got like a really funny humor that's not mean girl humor, but she can kind of laugh about herself. And then she is the most laxed housewife I've ever seen in a long time. Like, I am channeling my inner Denise Richards from now on because she is cool as a cucumber. Like, nothing can bother her. And she's been through the ringer. This just goes to show, like, you can come out on the other side okay, and don't take life too seriously. Like, she is not taking any of this filming too seriously. I mean, she's Denise Richards, for God's sake. Speaking of being a light addition to this show, something about Erika Jayne is just spiritually and emotionally lighter to me this season. Now, maybe it's because we don't have Pantygate from her first season where she's immediately thrust into unnecessary drama. There was some issues that she was involved in last year. So does Erika Jayne just make a better mediator and she seems a little bit more even-keeled when she's not thrust into it? Or is this just like she's more comfortable, she realized she has a fan base, like the viewers do really, really like her and they want to see a softer side of her? Is she trying to crack open that softer side? Let me know what you think down below. It's the day of Denise Richards' wedding. She's the most relaxed bride I have ever seen in my entire life. She seems asleep compared to Danielle Staub on Danielle Staub's wedding day on Real Housewives of New Jersey this past season because she was running around like a wild maniac. The wedding is a drive-by wedding. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a non-shotgun, pseudo-shotgun drive-by wedding. The wedding is from 2 to 4 in Malibu. It's September 8th. It's scorching out, and Denise is getting ready for this wedding. The people with the dress show up. She doesn't even know if it's going to fit. She is at this point 47 minutes late, and I would just like to say to my future husband, that will be me on our wedding day, that my range of showing up on something is usually about 35 and to about 48, 47 minutes late. So 47 minutes late, that ain't bad for me. She then finally gets into the car after being an hour late, and she hops right in. We see everybody like being forced to sit down at this wedding, as you all remember, and it's just like they are sweating, they're melting, like the makeup is running off of them. Teddy's sweating through her dress. Everyone's fanning themselves. Like it is 2 p.m. Well, 3:01 now at this point. 3:01 in the middle of Los Angeles, Malibu, September 8th. Like, it is hot out. Like, it's hot as Denise is on her way to the wedding, and then all of a sudden Lisa Vanderpump walks in, and let me just say, I just love watching this, and let me know what you all think about this. I love watching these like entrances by the housewives. It's totally cut, chopped, screwed, edited, music put in, camera angles, shots, made it to look more dramatic than it was, because that part ends right before commercial, and it's all about the anticipation and all of that. Like, I get it. I've been watching television for a long time. I know what it is. You do something like that before commercial to ensure that viewers come back to watch again. But it's just one of those things where it's like they created all of this unnecessary drama with all of these like camera angles and music and additions, when really Lisa Vanderpump just walked in and that was it. After we come back from commercial, we give a fake little polite little Beverly Hills side kiss with Teddy, from Lisa Vanderpump to Teddy. Then her and Dorit speak for a little bit. Dorit said something that was very true, and it's something that's been very thematic as we have known Lisa Vanderpump over the years. Dorit is at this point in her friendship like, I want to move past it. If I'm not getting what I want, it's kind of like that Mean Girls quote, like, it's better to be in the plastics hating life than to be not in the plastics. She would rather be friends with Lisa and be everything copacetic and no issues and no drama than receive an apology from her for anything, than force the issue, force her hand, and cause a rift with Lisa. Everyone is sitting down, and Denise gets there, and then this is how it goes. The girls walk down the aisle. One of her daughters is in tennis shoes. Then, all of a sudden, we hear heavy metal music take the place of like traditional soft wedding music. She's walking down the aisle with her husband, non-traditional, with heavy metal music, non-traditional, and then in a laced custom romper with a mullet style half skirt in the back. I don't know, we call them those mullet skirts still? I don't know. It was stunning. It was hot. Like, Denise Richards looked hot. And so did her guests, like literally temperaturely. Like, they were hot. They were sweating. She walks down the aisle, and then they start saying their vows. Before they start saying their vows, though, her dad comes up and does this beautiful lighting of a candle in honor of her mother. I loved that. And then we hear a helicopter go over. And then we see a paparazzi in the woods. And then we cut to Lisa Rinna, and she says one of the funniest things of the entire episode. It's a Hollywood wedding. If there's a helicopter and a paparazzi taking photos, you're doing well. If there wasn't one, well, time to get a job. The wedding is over. Teddy and Erika Jayne have to leave. Dorit ends the episode feeling like the dog drama's over. She was so happy that she didn't have to talk about it with Lisa there. They can move past it. They don't have to talk about it ever again. Cut to the end of the episode. Dorit, speaking with PK, gets a Google alert on her calendar, and all of a sudden, Puppygate is back and in full effect, and it brings up that Radar Online article that we saw last fall. Dorit is reading this aloud, talking about, she's quoted as saying that Lisa Vanderpump had said like something in there around Teddy saying, she apologized to me, she was too chicken to bring the dog back, she was too ashamed to bring it back, so she just took it to another shelter. Dorit's claiming that that's not what the truth is. Obviously, we know what the truth was, because that's not a story that she ever said throughout the entire season. And then the term nip is used. And nip is a very English word, I would say. And it talks about how the word nip was used, and then the type of dog, a Chihuahua mix, was used. Dorit is claiming that when she had a conversation with Lisa Vanderpump, the word nip was used to describe the dog nipping at Dorit and PK's kid. Also, on top of that, we have the mix of the dog, a Chihuahua mix being said, which only Dorit and the staff at Vanderpump Dogs knew about. This is when she coins the term Vanderpuppets. She is alleging, everyone knows that Lisa Vanderpump has a relationship with Radar Online. Why would she do this to me? Why would she damage my reputation? Being accused of harming an animal is just completely against what I would do and could perpetuate this false reality. This is when the S is hitting the fans, okay, people? Next episode, we're going to be seeing that iconic scene that this season started out with the last moment that Kyle and Ken and Lisa Vanderpump saw one another when Lisa Vanderpump kicked Kyle out of her house. And we just know that this isn't the end of Puppygate. I know it's exhausting for some of you. Please keep the comments coming. I love them. I love reading them. It's helping me kind of morph what we need to talk about every single week. I'll see you all next week. This is Troy J. Robertson. This has been Amazing with FabFitFun, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, episode 7. Have a great weekend and stay tuned for next week, y'all.